Yeah, good morning now. What are the conditions to apply the parallelogram law of vectors? Vectors should originate, wow, good Srinidhi Priya. With the tail of the other. Originate, no, I think stairs. To apply the parallelogram, both should originate from the same point. Am I right? I think Harsha and Srinidhi Priya posted correctly. Yeah, should originate from the same point. Exactly. So the two vectors must originate like this from the same point. Okay. Don't mind about the angle here, Nana. That may be acute angle, or sometimes when you come to numericals, you may find the angle between them obtuse even sometimes. Yeah, sometimes you can find obtuse or right angle. Not like this. Originate from the same like this. Or right angle here like this. Right angle, it is very easy. No need to go to parallelogram law of vectors to apply. Directly, you can use the Pythagoras. It is simple one. When we use the parallelogram, Pythagoras theorem, exactly. If the angle between them is less than 90 degrees, where theta is less than 90 degrees, or the theta between the two vectors is more than 90 degrees. In these two cases, we require a parallel, whereas here, directly from mathematics, we can solve right angle. Okay. Then here, construct a square or rectangle. Here we construct what? A parallelogram. Here and there we construct the parallel. Okay. And the diagonal same point or from some other point, the resultant from the same point, exactly, from the same. So here the diagonal is taken from the same point. It gives the resultant vector. Okay. Here the diagonal taken from the same point. Here also the diagonal taken from the same point, like this. Okay, this orange color vector is the resultant vector. If these two are the vectors A bar and B bar here, the orange color one is the resultant vector, like R bar. This is the R bar. Okay. Then from here we try to calculate. An imaginary parallelogram, and then we try to find out the resultant. Okay, right. And then here, of course, I am not drawing the parallelogram here. Why? Because you know it, how to draw. Yesterday you came to know. Here the magnitude, R bar magnitude, which is simply R only. That is equals to, yesterday we discussed, root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta in all the three cases. Uh, 2AB cos theta. This gives the magnitude. Yesterday we discussed. And here alpha, tan alpha. Keep in mind, Nana, I'm measuring here in my theory. I measured the angle with the A bar, Nana. Yesterday I derived by assuming the angle with A bar. So in numericals also, you have to apply the same concept. Okay, tan alpha is equals to, I am going to write here, tan alpha with the A bar means I am going to write B sine theta. Yesterday we got it. by A plus B cos theta. Means simple logic sometimes we have to apply, Nana. If it makes an angle alpha with the A, I wrote like B sine theta by A plus B cos theta. Suppose unfortunately in exam, you took the angle here with B, let it be beta. Then I took it wrongly and no need to change anything here. Directly, yes, apply, use the common sense. Yeah, replace A with B vice versa. Very good, exactly, Nishakali and Srinidhi Priya. Then you will get here tan beta is equals to this time. Replace A with B. Sorry, B with A. That is, you write here A sine beta. By replace A with B plus B with A cos theta. Why should you change it? Okay, simple. Now I think all of you followed. Do you have any confusion here now in finding out the direction? More than 180 degrees. Who asked this one? Srivatsa. Angle is more than 180. Once you look at the diagram, Ranana. You see that the two vectors will be appear like this or not? What you are asking, angle between is more than 180. Am I right, Srivatsa? I think you are asking the same. Where is Srivatsa? He is not responding. Right. Look at, we are measuring the angle between the two now. While measuring the angle between the two, obviously we set this angle between the two vectors. That is again coming like how much? Yeah, downward parallelogram, simple downward parallelogram you will get. Again, the angle between them, I take obtuse, which is less than 180 only. That's why angle between the two vectors, maximum you can find 180 degrees. If it is more than 180, then we take the parallelogram on the other side instead of taking the parallel. Why? Because here, if you take the angle more than 180, you can't construct the parallelogram at the top. You can construct the parallelogram at the bottom only. That's why you have to consider the bottom angle, not the top angle. Okay. So better I write to clarify your doubt. Otherwise, some other students may get the same doubt. So better I write here under note the maximum angle between the given two vectors. Here I write given two vectors is 180 degrees. This is the maximum angle. We came to the maximum angle. Now, why don't we discuss about the minimum angle? What will be the minimum angle between the two vectors now? Identify. Very good. Nisha this time responded quickly. Is minimum means both the vectors suppose come in the same direction like this. Yes. If they come like this, the angle between them here theta is equals to 0 degrees. If the two vectors I take like this is the maximum angle between the two vectors. Right. Here theta is equals to 180 degrees. So this is the maximum case. This is the minimum case. Okay. So minimum angle, I write here. The minimum angle between the given two vectors is 0 degrees. That's why related to the 2 points, what we wrote in under note here, you will get a few objective questions. What, sir? Look at they will ask the magnitude. This becomes maximum for how much angle between the two vectors? It becomes maximum means cos theta should be maximum. I think you know in your mathematics what is the maximum value of cos theta, that is +1. Okay, right. So here I say one more point under note, that is point 3, and this is important for us. So I put a few star marks here, important point. The magnitude of resultant vector. Is maximum when cos theta is maximum. That implies cos theta is equals to +1. That implies theta equals to 0 degrees for us. Okay. So here the minimum angle gives maximum resultant. Okay. So I add that point in the next page. That implies for the minimum angle between the vectors, the resultant is maximum. Okay, that implies R max, how much? Put the minimum angle there now. Means theta equals to 0 degrees. How much you get from here? When two vectors are parallel. Right. What is the question, right? What is that? Root of a square plus b square plus 2ab. Yes, that is a plus b. Very good. R max is equals to root of. Yes. A square plus b square plus 2ab. Cos theta is 1. Okay. So here this is nothing but a plus b whole square now. So R maximum I am getting, this is a plus b. Okay. Right. This is the maximum magnitude. Keep in mind, R max magnitude is a plus b. Okay. And in the same way, next point also very important for us, that is magnitude of resultant vector is minimum. When it is minimum, Nana? When cos theta is minimum. What is the minimum cos theta? Theta 180 degrees. Exactly. Okay. So next point, this is also important for us. Very important point. The resultant, magnitude of resultant is minimum when cos theta is minimum. That implies cos theta, you can write it as -1. Yeah, exactly. No, I think Srivatsa. Why Srivatsa? Today you are posting wrong answers. Cos theta -1. Right. Nisha is correct. Cos theta is -1 means theta is equals to 180. That is for maximum angle between the vectors. The resultant is maximum. Srinidhi, correct. The resultant is minimum, a minus b. Oh, Sujan, correct now. Okay, right. Good. Then if you come to here. Okay, then you can come to here. The resultant is minimum. That implies I write or minimum is equals to, already you all majority of the students posted the answer. That is correct. Root of a square plus b square. You will get minus 2ab here. That implies R minimum magnitude is equals to, you will get like a minus b or b minus a, depending upon the bigger value. Okay. So a minus b whole square or b minus a whole square, it will be same. A square plus b only. Okay. So either a minus b or b minus. When you come to numericals, bigger minus smaller you take. Okay, Nana? Right. This is one more point that you have to remember. These two are very important when you come to numericals. Sir, don't say like that, sir. It is very important, and don't say only the formula, sir. You explain with one example. Oh, sure. Why not? Okay. Come with an example here. Suppose I say the maximum and minimum magnitudes of two vectors are like 20 and 6 respectively. Okay. Find the magnitudes of given vector. The given vectors, magnitudes of the given two vectors. Identify. Anyone first catch the point here? If you catch what he asked, then you can post your answer there. I will wait for a few seconds here. Okay. Wow, exactly. Correct. Correct, Nisha. Srinidhi Priya. Okay. Given correct only, Nana. What are A and B values? Srinidhi Priya and Deepika. No, I think Deepika. Yeah, exactly. Srivatsa, this time you took correctly. Then what are A and B values? Yeah, Harsha, yes, you are right now. Exactly. Right. So the maximum and minimum magnitudes are given as 20 and 6 means maximum is A plus B. A plus B is given as 20. And minimum magnitude is A minus B or B minus C. Anyone you can take. Suppose A minus 26. Srivatsa, array. You took the two equations correctly, but answer is wrong. A minus B is equals to 6. 2A is 26, not A is equals to 26. Srivatsa. By adding these two equations, you will get 2A is equals to BB get cancelled. Yeah. Is equals to 20 and 6. That is 26. Yeah. From here you can write. That implies, yeah, A is equals to 13. If A is equals to 13, B you can say. Why? Because yeah, A plus B is equals to 20. Yes, correct. A plus B is equals to 20. That implies B is equals to 20 minus A from the first equation. Okay. So B is equals to 7. Exactly. 7. 13 and 7. Okay. So for such type of questions, if you find in your material, then you can use this shortcut. Okay. Maximum is given. So happy. Maximum, oh, A plus B is this much. Minimum is given, oh, happy, A minus B is this much. Okay, then we can find. Okay, Nana? Right. And then here, right, this is one example. And means today we are focusing more on what? How to apply this parallelogram law of vectors when we come to numericals. Okay, means just like applications, we are focusing more on applications. Okay, and here suppose if they ask that question, yesterday we found one, I derived one formula, Nana. I think all of you remember. If the magnitudes are equal, then what is the shortcut? Magnitudes of the given two vectors. Yes. 2a cos theta by 2. Exactly. Okay. If magnitudes, not the vectors, if the magnitudes of the given two vectors are alpha is equals to theta by 2. Exactly. A equals to b. Then the magnitude of resultant is equals to 2a cos theta by 2. Yesterday we got it. And alpha is equals to theta. Exactly half of the angle. Only in this case, alpha is half of the angle. Other cases, it is not possible. Okay. And here, in this case, what they ask in this model, example related to it, means we are remembering it as a shortcut. Yesterday I told it is important shortcut. Then you can solve one question if they ask like this. What, sir? Suppose look at this example, you can understand. The given two vectors have the same magnitude. How much? Like say some 20 units. Okay, magnitude each 20. Or at an angle of 160 degrees, number 2 90 degrees, number 3 120 degrees. 3 different questions based on the same question, based on the same information. 3 different questions here, 120 degrees. Okay, find in all the 3 cases the magnitude and direction of resulting. For all the 3 questions, I think you can use the same shortcut. Why? Because they have equal magnitudes. Yes. You can solve it very easily. You can solve. Okay. First, if I take theta is equals to 60 degrees, root 3 a natalli. A already given, no? 20. Okay. A is equals to b equals to 20. 20 root. Exactly. Okay. 20 root 3 or root 3a. Correct only, Sujan. Okay. Given that mod a is equals to mod b is equals to exactly 20. So directly you can put here. That implies mod r is equals to directly coming to the shortcut 2a cos theta by 2. 2 into 20 into cos theta by 2 is cos 30. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. 2 cancel. You will get it as 20 root 3 after putting 20 root 3. Yes. And alpha, Nana, this is also very easy. Exactly half of the angle. That is 30 degrees. Exactly. Second one 20. Na? Third one 20. Okay. Very good. And even for second one also you can do in the same way. Okay. Mod r is equals to this time 2a cos theta by 2. 90 by 2 I have. Second time. 20 root 2. 20 root 2. Exactly. 20 root 2. Sujan. So 2 into 20 into cos 45. 1 by root 2. Root 2 times. So this is 20 root 2. Accepted. Deepika. And the angle alpha also you can say alpha is equals to exactly half of this angle, 45 degrees. And third one already someone posted there. Yeah, that is 20 again. Okay. Yes, mod r accepted now. Mod r is equals to 2a cos theta by 2. 120 by 2, 60. 60 is the alpha. Exactly. So this is 2 into 20 into cos 60 is half. 2 cancel. You are getting 20. Yeah, 20. Correct only. And alpha is equals to theta by 2. That is 120 by 2, 60. Yeah, good. So this is the model related to this kind of question. Okay, they will ask such type of questions here. Okay. And here another example, if you see there. In the diagram, if these two magnitudes are equal, alpha is exactly equal to theta by 2. Accepted. Bisects the angle. But if mod A is not equal to mod B, then it won't bisect. The resultant won't bisect the angle. If it won't bisect, then it will come, the resultant will come close to A or close to B. We will get summed up. Okay. That one I am going to check. Right? How, sir? Look at my example. I think even you also can understand. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Once you see Nisha Baheti, here, if you see this example, I think you can understand the question. Okay. Here, these are two vectors. Like suppose I take okay, some values. Better I take mod A bar is equals to 3, comma mod B bar equals to 4. Excuse me. Which case to Tali? Shreyas? This one. Here, what is there to explain? Just I used the same formula. What is there in this to explain? 2a cos theta by 2. 2a cos theta 90 degrees. He gave in the question theta 90 degrees. 90 by 2. Just I took I substituted the values. What I did there? What to rationalize? What you are asking, Nana? What is there to rationalize? I think you are asking here how you cancel. That one. Okay. You can ask here. Na? This is root 2, exactly root 2 times. That is 20 root 2. Yeah. Root 2 into root 2 is 2. Yeah. Okay. Now I think you understood. Right. Mod A is equals to mod B equals to 4. And here I am saying any angle I can take, Nana, even the right angle also in parallelogram. So better to understand here, like otherwise Nisha, like some students, they can't understand. So coming back to here, suppose if I take theta is equals to 90 degrees, easy to understand. Okay, theta equals to 90 degrees. Then first I focus alpha with A, with the vector A bar equals to how much? No, Shreyas. Badudai. Are these two vectors equal, mod A equals to mod B? If mod if mod A equals to mod B, then you can set alpha is equals to theta by 2. Don't apply the formula for all cases. Look at the condition. Wow, Srinidhi Priya understood. Very good. Very good, Srinidhi Priya. So here to identify, I am moving to the next page here. Recollecting the formula here, tan alpha is equals to, he is asking with A bar. With A bar, I remember the formula, that is B sine theta by A plus B cos theta. Is it correct, Nana? Yes. Okay. Better to understand, first I draw the diagram here, parallelogram. Okay. This is A bar and this is B bar. Given the angle between them, 90 degrees. This is 90 degrees. Theta equals to 90 degrees. I think A bar magnitude is given as 3. Right. Its magnitude is 3. Its magnitude is 3. And the magnitude of the other vector is 4. Charanjit, I am moving. Okay, this is 4. Okay, means this is mod A and this is mod B. Right. Yeah. Tan theta you will get B by A. Even if you substitute theta 90 degrees here, you will get B sine 90 is 1 divided by A plus B. Here cos 90 is 0. Exactly the correct only the this is B by A. You are getting tan alpha. Even by using the right angle principle, you will get the same. Yeah, exactly. So if I take the resultant like this, now Nisha, now you focus, Nana, what I asked. Okay, you asked now, you did not understand the question. What I'm asking here is the resultant, if I draw from the same point, is it close to B bar or is it close to A bar or will it bisect the angle? Out of the 3 blue lines, which blue line is correct? That is the question now. Now you understood the question? Nisha Baheti? Right. Good. So tan alpha equals to B by A means first you check so that we have to erase 2 of these 3. Only 1 is correct. So B by A, B is 4 and this is A is 3. Tan alpha is equals to 4 by 3. 4 by 3 means you know in 3, 4, 5 right angle triangle. Alpha is equals to 53 degrees or 37 degrees, Nana? 53. Alpha is 53 with A. Alpha is 53 means, okay, first one or second one or third one, which is correct out of the 3? With A, it should make an angle more than 45. More than 45 means it should be the third one. Second one, who is this Badudai? Yes. Shreyas. Right. What, Shreyas? Are you listening the class? Today you are posting many wrong answers. No, you sent 2. Is 2 correct? It is bisecting the angle, right? You got 53. Bisecting the angle means you should get 45 degrees, Tanana. So 2 is wrong. And here, this one also wrong. It is less than 45 degrees. Okay, right. So here, alpha I got with A bar. This is alpha. Alpha is equals to 53. Close to B. Yes, Surya, correct. Surya Samhita. More than bisector, yes. So 53 degrees. So look at it is close to B means close to higher magnitude or lower magnitude. Once you check, you only check. This is what I am asking. Okay, that implies the resultant is close to B, okay, the vector here. So from this example, what I understood, okay, means result, conclusion. Yeah, conclusion I am putting here under note. Okay, the resultant of higher magnitude. Exactly. That's what I'm writing here. The resultant of two vectors. Okay, better I write it two vectors of unequal magnitude. Yeah, unequal magnitude. Two vectors of unequal magnitude is always close to the vector having higher magnitude. Yes, exactly. Higher magnitude. Right. This is the conclusion. Okay. Always close to higher magnitude. You have to remember, again, this is very important point when you come to numericals. Okay. Right. Good. Means if I say here one question, suppose two vectors are taken at an angle more than more than 90 degrees like this. These are the two vectors. Okay. After constructing the parallelogram, he said the resultant is perpendicular to the horizontal one. This is the resultant atom. This is R. Okay, R bar. It is A bar. This is B bar. Whereas the angle between the two vectors is more than 90 degrees. Angle between them is 110 degrees, 120 degrees, 135 degrees, 150 degrees, any angle, more than more than 90 degrees. But keep in mind, alpha, the resultant is making exactly an angle. This is alpha is equals to 90 degrees. First, you understood the diagram, Nana? That's what I said, Srivastava. Okay, yes, good. First, you understood the question. Right, no problem. Then, coming to here, now I am asking the question, out of these two, which has the higher magnitude, B or A? Wow, Nisha Baheti, yeah, properly understanding, even Harsha, very good. Srivatsa this time correct. Surya correct. Where is Srinidhi Priya? Srinidhi, are you out of coverage area? I think, okay, maybe some network issue. Right. This time I found the answers only from 4 students. What happened to others? Array, other students did not understand the question, bro. Now she joined, Nana. Yes, I saw. Magnitudes are equal. Or ni nischalam. Ni bonda badudai. Magnitudes equal ara. Nischalam. Sangani. Deepika, what are the These are two vectors, ra. Ayo, Surya, what are Surya Samhita? What happened? Sure, master. Coming again. Sure. Now Sujan. Yeah. Oh, Surya is different. Okay, you are not Surya Samhita. Okay. Right. Sure. Coming again. Yeah. This is a vector A bar and this is another vector B bar. Yeah, Nischalam, now you posted correct. This is B bar. The angle between the two vectors is more than 90 degrees. Okay. After constructing the parallelogram, I found the resultant is exactly perpendicular to A bar. Okay. Means this angle alpha is equals to 90 degrees, whereas angle between the two vectors is more than 90. More than 90 means, to understand, you can take it as like some 120 degrees or 150 degrees. Any angle you can take. Every time, why should we take 120 degrees? Take 150 degrees. This is 90. Means you can say from this assumption, this angle will be 60 degrees. Why? Because total angle is 150. Till now, all of you understood, Nana? Till here. Okay. Now I am asking, whose magnitude is more? Magnitude of B is more or magnitude of A is more? This time I am getting the answers. Yes. What is that? This one only previously I asked. Why? Because here angle is less with B, is close to B. Close to B means from the note we can understand the resultant is always close to the higher magnitude. So B has higher magnitude, A has lower magnitude. Yeah, that's it. What is the confusion in the question? No need to take like this. Okay. Now in this case, I say, okay, from the above example, in the given figure, which vector has higher magnitude? This one what I asked. Then directly you can say, yes, sir. From the no, answer is B, sir. Okay. So solution here. Since it is close to the vector B bar. Hence, we can conclude. Hence, the magnitude of B bar is more. The magnitude of B bar is more. That's it. Over. Simple. Okay. Now, based on this concept, suppose if I ask a question like this. What is the question, sir? Look at the question here. Example. In the above example, I'm writing here. Ore Prayaga water, whichever vector is close to perpendicular, it has yes. Ore Badudai, I said this is a case perpendicular to one of the vectors. Okay. Then here it is coming close to the other vector. Already it is 90 degrees, means the remaining angle is less than 90. So it is close to the other vector. Close to the other vector means the other vector has the higher magnitude. That's it. Why should you complicate this one? Then here in the above example, look at there. The resultant of two vectors is perpendicular to it is close to always higher magnitude means always far away from lower magnitude. So perpendicular to the vector having lesser magnitude. Having lesser magnitude. Means perpendicular to this lesser magnitude is nothing but A bar has the less magnitude. Okay. The resultant is perpendicular to the lesser magnitude means the angle between, immediately you have to understand one point. The resultant is coming perpendicular to one of the vectors means the angle between the two vectors is more than 90 degrees or less than 90 degrees. Identify if they ask the question like this. Yeah, that immediately you have to catch. Immediately you have to catch. Oh, he is saying the resultant is perpendicular to one of the vectors. Array, this is possible only when theta is 90 degrees star. Immediately you catch that point. Yes, means indirectly he said the angle is obtuse. That you have to identify. The magnitude of resultant is like √5. Okay, better I take some other value like √3. And here I say, and the magnitude of shorter vector is 1. Find number 1, the other vector, magnitude of other vector. Oh, good, Srinidhi Priya. And number 2, angle between the vectors. Yeah, exactly. Right. If I come to the solution here, why? Because we are almost at 11 o'clock. Okay, already time up here. These are the two vectors, what I understood. Okay, surely it should be a shorter one. Why? Because resultant he said perpendicular to the shorter vector. So this is the resultant vector I am taking here, perpendicular to the shorter one, like this. And the magnitude of this resultant, he gave it as √3. The magnitude of this one is given as 1. So if I construct a parallelogram, assuming a parallelogram like this with the dotted lines, okay, then the parallel side has the magnitude 1 here, same parallel side. Already this angle is 90 degrees. So look at the right angle triangle here, this right angle triangle. Already you know, yes. Okay. Sure. Then here, this angle, I don't know. Look at the right angle triangle. He is asking the hypotenuse. Okay, the other vector. Mod b √2, I think, Nana. 2 na √2 na. Is it 2? 2 only. Exactly. Yes. Accept. Mod b is equals to, yes, root of side square plus side square. That is √3 whole square plus 1 whole square. Okay. Hypotenuse is equals to side square plus side square. Pythagoras principle. Oh, 30 degrees. Then this will be √4. You will get 2. And this angle here, suppose say some phi. Then tan phi is equals to, I can write the opposite side by 1 by √3. That implies phi is equals to 30 degrees. I think this is not the answer, Nana. Harsha and Srinidhi Priya. Harsha 30 degrees and majority here posted 30 degrees. 120. Yes. He is asking angle between the two vectors. 30 plus 90. Exactly. Yeah. Then theta is equals to this 30 degrees phi plus 90. That is 120 degrees. Angle between the two vectors is 1. This kind of question they will ask related to this concept. Okay. Today's class, or do you have any doubts? I'm going to stop here. No doubts? Second slide. Okay, right.